We can't see your screen again, so please, if you want to share the screen. Akinla, did we lose Akinla? Can we have another volunteer, please? Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now we are going to start with Swagger. Then we'll explain what Swagger is used for. Then after that, we also look into how to do manual testing from Swagger. Then after that, we will also look into how to do automation with RestSharp. In the middle, there's the Postman. We'll look at how to do Postman as well. We started this yesterday. So it's going to form, we're going to be like a workshop where I've got someone sharing the screen right now. So if you also could just follow us as we go along. Yeah. So, and I will send the, excuse me, I will send the link that we are going to be using for this training. So the first one is the Swagger document that it's showing right now. So if you go to petstore.swagger.io, I'm going to share that right now. At the end of this session today, I'm expecting everyone to kind of being able to automate a Swagger endpoint at least, right? You know what to do, then you can carry on from there at least. So that's what I'm expecting you to achieve in this meeting today. So now, when you are developing a website, or when a developer is developing a website, they might have what we call an API that they call, right? So the API would display information or be used to get information, or you could use it to also query databases as well. So in most cases, you might not even know what the API does. For you to be able to know, you have to speak to developer to say, what does the API do? But in some instances, based on experience, you can guess what an API would do, right? But for the sake of clarity and for you not to be confused, most developers will create a Swagger document, which you will call like a requirement or a documentation that explains what the API is doing. So if you take one endpoint, what that endpoint should do and how that endpoint should work, and what are the responses that you should expect, what are the requests that you should pass. So in API, one, you need to know some terminologies. One is the method. Method is what you use to send that information out. Is it going to be a post? Is it going to be a get? Is it going to be a put? Or whatever the other ones are. So then also you need to know that you need to have a URL. So that URL is what we call an endpoint. So that is what you would now use based on the method. You get the method and you pass the URL, which I'll call endpoint. Then after that, if you do that, that is basically what is called a request. A request is made, right? After the request is made, right, you would get a response back, right? If you watch my first video that I did on this, I said a request is like you going to a restaurant and you ask a waiter, can I get this particular order? Then it goes to the kitchen and make that order. Then after it's coming back, it comes back with your response. This is your order. This is what you apply for. This is what you get. And yeah, that is how API also works. Now we got this particular documentation that we are seeing on the screen right now that someone is showing that if you can you go let's go to the first part, remove the pet, get at the URL, please, at the URL, just go with petstore.swagger.io to this, the URL at the top. Yeah, remove the rest. I just want to see. Yeah, thank you. So this is the site that you need to go to. And once you get there, this is a Swagger document for a pet store. You will assume a pet store is an application, right, that a developer is developing. So I would quickly, maybe in my own opinion, what this particular application should do. The pet store will be an application that you can use to administer pet stores, or you want to bring your pet, you want to say what the pet, the name of the pet, and also you can create a new pet, you can create a new store and put a pet inside that particular store, and you can update the details of a pet. You can also say the category that that particular pet belongs to. This will be the requirement that the BA will have written. For you to be able to do that, you can now have an API that would be able to perform this operation. Now, I'm going to have a little pause before we start to digging into this and ask if anyone has got a question about this overview that I just given right now before we start to kind of do this. Any question? You can as well type your question if you do want to say it out. Or any question, please? Okay, so this session should be workshop, right? Like I said, it might be the last workshop for the automation anyway, but that's okay. So now the first thing that we want to do, you want to create a new pet, right? So normally, as a developer, maybe they will have created a form for you. Most of us will have filled a form, and you would kind of have that form, you put the name of the pet, and sometimes there might be only one field in there, or it might be more than one field. They put the name of you fill in the name of the pet, you fill in the category of the pet, and yeah, maybe ID is not necessary anyway. So now, for you to be able to do that, you can, once you fill the form, right? So developer will call an API. That API takes your entry and then pass it. So that the data that you entered in that particular form is stored in the database. That's how API works, right? And as a keyway, you are trying to do like an integration test, right? To say, okay, you are not using the form to test your application because maybe you will have tested that manually, but this one is now integration. What is like you opening the hood of a bonnet and trying to test what is inside, right? So now the APIs are the what the developer will call to be able to perform that input into the database. So now let's start with this particular one. Okay, so Akola, if you can go to the one for the /pet so that we can start with that. So which we did yesterday, /pet, yeah, that one. Yeah. Okay, so here right now, as you can see, we got some information in there. So if you scroll down a little, please. Okay, thank you. So here you can see, because it's a post method, right? It's got body, right? So like I told you, like post is like a form, right? So in a form, you have to feed details of that particular form, right? It might be one field, it might be more than one field. In here right now, you have a JSON, right? This is because you can see the example value in there is a JSON because it starts with those curly brackets and everything. And you can see it's got the ID, it's got category, and also the category, you can see it started with another braces as well in the category. The category is got ID and name, right? And also inside that category, you then also have the name of the pet, the URL, you have the photo, and that would be a URL. You want to put a string in there, and also you have the tags. For us now, we'll leave the rest. Actually, we only provide the ID and of that particular pet that we want to create, right? And we would also supply the name of the pet, and we send the rest. That's what we want to do now. So for us to be able to do this, for Swagger, you can as well do manual testing in Swagger, right? This is a Swagger document. You can do manual testing. For you to do that, you click on try it out. Can you please click on the try it out for me, please? Thank you. So as you can see, this is a detail in there. So what you now do, you can see that details is now editable, right? You can now go to the ID. If you go to the ID section, please, you see where you have a 0, right? Or at the top, the one at the top, that's the ID. Yeah, that one is the ID for that particular pet. So you can change it to any ID that you want, if that's okay. Okay. All right. Then you got categories. Let's leave category right now. Maybe later. Maybe, yeah. We can put, let's also get a category as well. So in the ID for that category, can you put something there as well in the ID? So we want to say, okay, this is a category ID. And also, what is the name of that particular ID, right? So let's say, what type of pet are we creating? Can someone just type something for us? So a category of a pet. So we can use that. Let's try to, yeah, make it interactive. Can someone type, or you want to quickly help Akinola with a category of a pet? Sorry?
Pitbull.
But tiger.
Okay. No, tiger will be the name, right? Pitbull will be a name, but a category, how do you categorize or classify that pet? Dog also could be, yeah, maybe if you want to say dog, then the name of the dog would be different type of dogs. Do you get it now? So if you now, okay, let's say the category is a dog, then what's the type of dog is it? What's the name of the dog? Okay. So
I was given German Shepherd yesterday.
okay, all right, cool. Yeah. So that's fine. So it says a puppy. Okay, that's fine. So you can leave that right now. And also it can also accept photo URL. But right now we leave that right now. Otherwise, we can go to a URL and take a photo, but we will leave that for now. And I think we can leave what we have right now as it is, right, and post it, right? Then when we post it, it's going to create this particular details for us, right? So can you do that, please? Scroll down and click on execute. And before you do that, 1 minute, okay, that's fine anyway. So there's another part that you need to know, right? You see parameter content type is saying that it is application dot slash JSON. That also is an important part of the store. So if you can see, there's also application slash XML as well. So when we go into Postman, we will see this as well. Okay. So if you scroll down, please, let's see after you've executed what you get. So we got a call in the response, and we have our request URL. That is the request that we sent out. And then we have our responses been out right now, as you can see. And if you scroll down as well, yeah. So I think, yeah, those are the things that we got. We got the response is showing 200, and then it's fine. So we got that already there. So what we need to do now. So now what we can do is to copy this, right? And let's use Postman for this purpose. So if you copy the request URL first for me, please. At the top, let's go to the top. Yeah, that one, request URL, add it down a bit. Okay. So you need to create a new, okay, create a new request, please. Click on new, yeah.
Can we take that again, please?
Okay, all right, can we go back
It
a
was
bit?
too fast.
So yeah, you just need to click on that. Copy that, right? Is that okay? Yeah, copy that, yeah. This is after you click on execute, okay? After you click on execute, the first thing, if you scroll up, please, so the first thing that you need to do, if you click on cancel, please. Cancel at the top, yeah. So you will see a try it now. You click on try it now, then that enables that text feed. Thank you. Then after that, you can change whatever you want to change based on this, okay? Then after that, you click on execute, right? Once you click on execute, it's going to execute for you, right? And that is that. So then after that, you have the request value. So you can copy that now, please. And let's go to Postman, please. So close this one, thank you. Yeah, click on new when and then you click on, HTTP request, thank you. So now, because it's a post, it's not a get method, we need to change that get to a post. Yeah, thank you. And then you will put the URL there, right? Okay, so what you could also do at the top, you see at the top where you have the URL at the top, you can change that one to make to become something meaningful, right? If you click at the top where you have the URL, yeah, double click on that one, yeah.
It's not clicking.
It's not clicking. Okay, then go to the left part. See the left on the right, the light on. Yeah, you see the pencil. Can you try the pencil? No, it's not that same. You should be able to click it. I mean, let me check my end. Put your mouse on it. I think you should be able to do that. You should be able to put your mouse on the HTTP. It should show something. Okay.
Mr. Deja, I think if sometimes it does happen to me, if you try to save it, then you bring out where you can just like change the name.
All right, good. Thank you, Chika, for that. Okay, can you save it first? I think. Okay, select the location. You can put on your new collection. Then click on save. Okay, then go back now and put your mouse on it. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Chika. So now you can put the name, right? What are you trying to do? Yeah, creating a pet. So that is what we are trying to do, actually. So, yeah. Okay, then, yeah. Okay, so now we've got the post, we've got the post method, we've got the endpoint. Now, what we need to do is the body, right? So if you go back to the Swagger document and copy the body. So yeah, that is the one, yeah. You can as well copy at the top as well, anyway. So if you scroll to so that we follow the right approach, go to the top, not this one. Top, go up. Yeah, because this down. The one here is your body. Go down a bit. The one that you edited exactly. That is the body that you send anyway. But because sometimes the response body might be different, so that we know that. So okay, copy that and go to your body. Click on body. And now you got different options, right? So you could use the form data. For form data, you have to enter everything one after the other. Yeah, if you click on that, So yeah, you have to say this is my key, this is my value. Like for instance, when we have the name, we'll put the name there. We have the ID, we'll put it in. For a newbie, I would say the best option is for you to use raw. Yeah, click on raw. With the raw, you just paste what you copy, and that will do the job for you. Right, that is it. And now I think that's it. Basically, you can, because this is a open API, you don't need any authentication, so there's nothing that is required. So it's so easy. For some advanced APIs, you might need to put authentication as well. So, but maybe we'll do that one in the advanced anyway, but not at this level. So you've done what is required at this level. What you just need to do is to click on send, and hopefully you would kind of create that particular. Okay, cool. It said 404 not found. So we need to look at why is it not found. So basically, yeah, URL is not found. So we need to look at why. So go to your URL. I think there's something at the end of that URL, right? Yeah. Can you delete the next line? I think there are 2 lines. Click on the next one. Yes, exactly. Then click on send. Okay, cool. This is expected, to be honest. You know, I told you about the when you went to the Swagger document. Can you go to the Swagger document? So you can see the parameter content type, right? Can you put your mouse on it for me, please? Yeah, that bit. Yeah, that bit is showing that it is application JSON that is content type. So we need to go and add that. Okay, can we go to this Postman, please? Yeah. So now if you go to the headers, right, you see there at the top beside the body, down a bit beside the body, down a bit, and the left now, left, the next one left. Yeah, that one, click on that. Yeah. So now you can see if you scroll up on this, on the yeah, thank you. So you can see there is content type, but it's showing text plain, right? So what we can do, we can remove that. The easy approach, yeah, uncheck that, go to the bottom, create a new one, and then put the right format there. Yeah, content, just type CO, and you will see you can select, yeah, content type. That's it. Then start typing application, then you see the list as well. Application. Yeah. Then you select the one application/JSON. Right. Then that's what you need to do, right, on this one. Then you can click on send again. Yeah, please.
So with the header again.
So yeah, go to the header, you scroll to the top of that header, and yeah, you remove the one that's got the text plain, right? And you create a new one. And then you click on send. Yeah. Okay. So now, as you can see now, this one is now showing you for 200. That means it's okay. That is the status code that you want to have, right? And then he also brought another body for you, right? So your body is in a pretty format. You can check it. If you click on the raw, you will see the raw format. Yeah. So that is the raw format actually. So you can see preview, click on preview, the next one. So that is a preview format. If you click on visualize, yeah, that doesn't got anything. But if you, yeah, more often we just use the pretty format actually. So because that is easy. But even in your code, you might decide not to use the pretty format. You can decide to use the raw format because that is basically without this pretty, you don't in the code, you don't need that anyway, but that's fine. So that shows that our API works and everything is, we are able to get 200 and it's fine. So the next thing that we need to do now, we need to copy the code, right? And put it in our automation script, right? Okay, Ola, you got your answer.
Please, I'm sorry to take us back.
No, don't worry. I might be too I might be going too fast anyway because I want to.
Yes, Akinla is actually fast.
Yeah.
Back to header. He checked some and checked some, so I got lost at that point. I got lost at the.
Yeah. So you will see the content type being checked, right? You need to uncheck that one, right? Can you check it for us, Akala? Yeah. So this is what you will see when you get there first, right? So you need to uncheck it.
Okay.
Then you go down and click and create a new one. So yeah, you click on that key. Yeah, then you content type. Yeah, that one. Yeah. And then on the value, yeah, you go with application JSON. Thank you, Akala. So yeah, is that okay, Ola?
Thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Any other question from anyone, please? Okay, cool. Thank you. So, and the next thing is the one that
I'm
okay,
having a sign in front of the applications like this. A sign like what was it? Like key contain invalid white space character.
a sign. Do you want to share your screen?
There are two options. You chose the wrong one.
Okay.
Check again.
Can you check again that you selected application/JSON?
Okay. Application. Yes, it's the one. Yeah. So I'm having the sign in front of content type.
Okay, you're having a sign. Oh, maybe you've not actually disabled the one at the top, right?
I've unchecked it.
Okay.
Yeah, those sign in front of connection, accept.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about those, to be honest. They're just,
right.
Yeah.
All right.
So just click on send, yeah, and yeah. And once you get 200, then you're fine, yeah. Did you get 200? Ola, did you get 200 when you send it?
No.
Okay. You want to share your screen so that you can quickly see if that's okay?
Actually, I'm having the hands-on on another system.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need to be on the same screen anyway so that we can be able to assist you.
Thank you.
If you log in on that screen anyway, so yeah. Okay, all right, Akiola, let's go anyway. So when you click on send, Yola, what did you get? Just click on send and check the 200.
Could not send request.
What number did you get?
Could not send request. Error. Header name must be a valid HTTP token.
Header name. So that means your content type is not right. Did you select it or you typed it out?
I selected it.
So it's content dash type. And you did not put 2 because I think what I can like did now is got 2. So it's not like you put 2 like that. Yeah.
No.
So it'll be good to see what the issue is, to be honest, because that is why, yeah, a session like this is good actually for everybody, right? You see, even for me also, to be honest, because now I can do this in my sleep. I need to be able to support everyone. So that's why it's good to do to sit where I sit, actually, so that you can be able to help as many people as possible. So if you can share your screen, then we can help you anyway. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what you're seeing right now.
I'm trying to connect.
Okay. All right. So as we are waiting, okay, Emmanuel.
Deshi.
Yes. What?
Yeah, please, I have a question. I tried to follow you with my Postman, but for some reason I couldn't find the page where Akinola is now. I don't know what's going on with my API, with my Postman.
Have you copied the endpoints?
Yeah, I copied the thing that we copy in Swagger. Yeah, I wanted to go to API, but my API and my Postman is different from Akinola.
Okay, can you share your screen, please?
Yes.
Okay. Emmanuel, you got your answer?
Yes, sir. Good evening. Thank you. I got my own error 405 method not allowed. So I don't know what I've done wrong though.
Yeah, I think we method not allowed. Yeah, because maybe you are selecting get, right? You need to select post.
Okay, let me.
Yeah. Did you select get? Right.
Yeah, I just did get now, and it's still.
No, you need to select post.
Yeah, post 405 method not allowed still.
Okay, all right. We'll come to you. Right.
Okay, thank you.
I'm back now.
Okay.
That's my screen.
Okay. All right. This is okay. All right. So if you click on new, please. And this is, yeah. So click on HTTP request. That's what you did. Then you put here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's move to Emmanuel.
Can I share now?
Yeah.
Olamide.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Daisy.
Okay. All right. Cool. Olamide. Okay. Yeah, you did not do the right thing. And I asked you, did you select the content type? You say you selected, but you did not. You typed it out. Can you go to the content type? The content type, remove it. No, at the bottom. The content type, the one you have at the bottom. Yeah, delete that one and start typing again. Delete everything. So then select the one. Okay, content type. Yes. So it's different from the one that you did. The one that you typed has got lowercase c, lowercase t. All right. Now, those are the questions I was asking you. So can you click on send now? Yeah. So that's it. If you click on the body, you will see no body at the top. No, the next one, the next down. Yeah, where you have the header 8, down a bit, down. Yeah, then the body on that level. Yeah. Click on that. Okay, yeah, that's what you get. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, let's go to Akinola, please. Yeah.
Deji, please, 1 minute again. Sorry. My there's nothing that you can tick off the content type.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Yes, please.
Can someone help Claude, please? Who wants to volunteer?
Is it from this place?
From me.
Click on body.
Go to home. Okay, yes, that's fantastic.
On home,
Okay, all right. It's not. It's
No,
not.
no.
Let's go back. Let's
It
go
needs to
back.
go to the heading. The header was.
So
Yeah, just click
hold
on
on.
body.
Hold on, guys. Hold on,
Change the
guys.
get to post.
Oh, hold on, guys. What is the issue? Yeah, that's another thing that you need to know. So you need to, as you go, as I do this, I get to ask the right question. Do you get it now? So
Yeah.
It needs
just
to
ask-
It needs to go
change.
to headers.
guys,
No,
guys,
it
guys,
needs to
1 minute,
change.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay.
You need to be a doctor, right? You need to ask the person what issue the person is having before you try to prescribe any other thing, right? If he doesn't know, then we can talk about that. Yeah. So, all right, over to you guys.
So what's the problem?
Get to post.
say it again.
What's the
Hello?
issue you are having? That's the question.
In the get to post first.
Get to post.
Share the link. The get.
The get that's next to your URL.
Yeah, the drop down.
Okay.
Okay.
Go to body.
Click on.
No, it needs to go to
Yeah. Bro,
This is not
have you copied the
from Swagger.
from the Swagger?
Yeah, that is
He has done it. That's why he
Not
has
this
the
one.
error.
Go back to Swagger.
Before then, it needs to save the URL up and
No.
change it.
It needs to copy.
Don't matter.
That's okay.
Yeah, you copy the response. Okay, scroll up. Yeah, you can copy this one.
Which one?
The one inside the white.
This
Yes. No. You missed something on
Okay.
top. Copy everything. No. You
From
missed
the
something
curly
on
bracket
top.
at the top. Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paste.
Paste it. Yeah.
Send.
You have to check the content type.
No, you need to send first. So.
Yeah, okay.
See, you need to send first.
Doesn't he need to send and then also change that top
matter.
URL into creating PET?
I send first.
Send. So now you need to uncheck the contact type, the content type.
In my own, there's nothing that you can't check on this one. I don't know why.
Click that and let's see again.
No, that happened to me. Click on the header down, the 8 heading.
Okay.
There's the header that I
So
click on.
the upper one, click on the 8 heading.
Click 8
Yeah.
heading. Yeah.
No, down.
Beside the header.
That no. That happened to me. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one, no, the first one. Content type. Yeah, scroll.
No, scroll down on top.
Wait, scroll up first. Okay.
Okay.
Done. Content type, yeah.
Application. JSON. Yeah.
Send it.
Where's the error message? I can't even see what.
Are you saying something?
It's fine. He has 200.
Just
Yeah,
click.
sorry. I think it's okay.
Where do you see that 200?
There's 200 there under the description.
Between the upper and the lower part of your screen. Between the first heading and the second one. 200 0K448.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. What will you be studying?
Hello?
There is something missing over there, except if it is not important. There is a place where we save and we change under that new collection. We change it to creating a pet. So it did not do that.
Yeah, that's right. See, it's not, yeah, that is a good call anyway, because you want to put a name that you can remember. That, yeah, if you can do that, Claude, yeah. So that will make your life easier next time you look at the endpoint, you know what you are doing. Okay.
Say it again, please.
Okay.
When you go to that URL of where you have saved, you need to save it, then change it to creating a pet.
Okay. Save it. I don't know. Save to.
Do you want to show your screen quickly so that we can move on, please?
Yeah, please.
Select integration testing. Rename it. Not that one. Inside the request name.
Request name.
Request name.
Okay.
You can rename it to
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Wow.
To be honest, you guys are really, really brilliant. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I should just go and you can start teaching yourself anyway. Okay, all right, cool. So this is brilliant. Yeah. Okay, let's move back to Akinola if that's okay. So then the next one now is for us to copy our code, and yeah, then let's try to create it in automation, because this is manual, right? So we want to be able to create this in automation. Okay, so now if you bring your Visual Studio up, please. Okay, so let's create a new feature file. Okay, Rexford, you got your answer.
Yeah, hi, Deji. I just wanted to ask, so with this one, we have to write test cases for it. We have to write test cases in Azure for API testing. If you are executing manually.
You can write it manually as well. It's the same way, right?
Right. Okay, so you can write it in the Gherkin syntax, in the DPP. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. So of course, that's what we're going to do here right now, isn't it?
Yeah, all right, thank you.
So yeah, you can call the name create a pet, right? Okay, so this particular method is used to create a pet. So we are now going to be writing our test to create a pet. If you open that, open that feature file. Now, what we're going to do, I will do like a quick shortcut so that, step by step, we know how this works, okay, like we did before. Now, scenario name, you can put, create a pet as a scenario name anyway. Okay, so in the given clause, right, you want to kind of say, okay, given I have an endpoint. Okay, I have an endpoint. Okay. Okay. Remove the when and everything. So let's leave those ones for now or comment them out. Okay, that's fine. So create a step definition for that one.
It's binding with the other one I did before. Maybe I should change this.
Okay, or change it to a different, given I have, okay. Okay, all right. So you can say, given I have endpoints, then remove the S, okay, and space. Okay, all right, that's fine. Anyway, so I wanted to say you can pass the endpoint as a parameter as well. That's one other way to do it. No. Oh, okay. Don't put. Okay. Remove the quote. Put space. Add space, and then put quote and put endpoints inside the space. Endpoints, yeah. Okay, all right, because this one now we are passing our endpoint as a parameter. So if we can now do create a step definition for this. So where's the step definition? Where is it saved? Okay, All right, cool. So now what we need to do, remove the line 12, the throw, remove that, and build your test. Okay, can you try to run it? There's nothing inside, so it should pass anyway. So I think you can see it create, yeah, that one. Yeah. Okay, cool, brilliant, yeah. So now, normally, if you have a framework, this is a bit advanced, but I will tell you anyway for the sake of maybe interviews. So if you have a framework, sometimes you might want to separate a UI framework from an API framework so that it doesn't happen what happened and doesn't happen. Whereas you are actually running an API test is bringing a website, because for API, there's no website. That is one, you separate them into different projects. That is one way to do them. But if you have it in one project like this, right, you can as well put like a if condition in your before scenario that is bringing up that particular website, right? So that the browser is not launched if it's an API, right? That's one way to do that anyway. But this is just information for you guys in case you want to take this up later. So this is how to do it. So you can create a different project for API so that it doesn't bring that particular it doesn't launch the browser, right? But if you are forced to use the same framework or the same project, because some company might say, okay, we want you to be in the same project. Yeah, if that is the case, you can put a if condition in that particular place that you are launching your browser to say that if tag, of course, you have to tag the API to say if tag is equal to API, blah, blah, then yeah, or if it's not at something like that, then you should not launch the browser. So that's one. So let's continue now. So I'm going to have a little pause here and ask if everyone has got this. Okay, is anyone struggling with this particular step before we do the next one? Is anyone struggling with this step? Cool. All right, that's brilliant. So
yes, I'm struggling.
Oh, why is that?
When my test explorer does not have a I can't have the create a peg.
You can't have
the create a pet on the test explorer.
Build your test.
Say it again.
Okay, you need Visual Studio.
Have you built the test?
I follow the step that Deji asked you to do.
And you need to build it before you can see it on the test explorer.
Yeah, build it. The solution.
Can you share your screen, please? And someone can help you.
Yeah, there's my screen.
Click on that create a pet, the official file.
Who knows what's the
Step definition. So try to build it first.
Okay, that is not I don't think that's the issue, right? Let's see. Because I think I've been, okay, all right, that's fine. So go to the Visual Test Explorer. Can you build your solution again? Because initially, the issue that you had was because you had an error. Or I think that 2 errors. And because of that, your build didn't work. But now, since it seems it's fine.
Click on that ITA project. The first one, the drop down. Oh, no worry. I thought you have another.
Hold on, you got 3 features, right? 3 feature files, and you only got 3 features files there as well. Okay. So you only got 3 features files there as well. So can you save, please? Save your audio files and clean and build. Create a feature that doesn't, can you just close your, because there's an error, just close your Visual Studio and open it again anyway.
But where did you see create a feature?
Okay, can you clean your test, please? Just clean it. Okay, all right, hold on. So now it's not cleaning actually. So what you need to do, go to your task manager. And to be honest, this is not the class for today. I think we are a bit digressing. This is if you see this particular issue, Chrome driver issue, right, not having full access, the best option, I would say, even for anyone that is starting, right, if you have, if you clean your code and you have error at the bottom, right, easy approach, restart your system, it does work, right? But of course, the best of, if you know what to do, yeah, you need to go to Task Manager, key that process, and everything's fine, right? So, yeah. So you need to look for Chrome driver and kill the Chrome driver. Yeah, all this one, you need to kill them one after the other. Right click and end task. So this is not part of the API test anyway. This is UI test as you are having issues with anyway. So okay, and I think the next one should be resolved by you. Yeah, clean it again. Clean your solution. You need to close this screen and then go to Visual Studio. Can you open the create a page? Let's see what you have. Okay.
Look like the T on the endpoint. How's it?
Yeah, I don't know why. Can you remove the quotes and remove the T as well? Where is that? Remove everything. I don't know what's happening to your system.
Use
Because
another
of the
project. Look, use another project.
Hold on. So remove the space and then given I have remove the space before the then type given space. I have an
high. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
endpoint. Okay, save this and clean your code. Okay, build it. Okay, go to your test explorer. Okay, open that, create a feature. What is inside? Yeah, it's called create a pet. I don't know why is that, but that is it. That's your test anyway. So you need to create the step definition for that. Did you rename that feature file?
This one create a pet feature.
Did you rename it?
Yeah.
Exactly. That what happened. Yeah. Okay. So you need to create an endpoint. You need to create that step definition.
Then you have to delete this one to create a pet. No.
Okay, just a copy. You can copy that, and then you can paste it into. Go to line 13. At the end of line 13, press enter. Then paste what you copied. Okay, remove what is inside line 17. Okay, then save it and then go to your step, to your go to your test explorer and run it. Go to your feature, go to your Visual Studio. Yeah. Okay, that's you. Let's move back to Akala, then we'll go to the next step. Any question from anyone, any other person?
Thank you.
Any question? Okay. Okay, Akala. Okay. All right. Now we've got our step definition ready. So what we just need to do now is to copy our code from Postman, right? So if you go to Postman for me, please. So see where you have the less than / greater than. Yeah, that one. Click on that, please. Okay. So now at the top, because most people might see the drop down when you have the RestSharp. Okay. So this is different programming language that you can use for the purpose. For those guys that I think the major one will be C# or Java anyway. So if you are using Java, you can use Java OTP, OTP or Java on REST. So anyone, but we are using C#, we can use HTTP client or RestSharp. So for now, we are going to use RestSharp as we did yesterday. So you click on RestSharp. So what we need to do now is to copy everything, right? Yeah, click on the copy snippet. Yeah, then go to your code. Okay, paste it inside like that. Okay, cool. Now you've kind of pasted what you need to paste, that's fine. So what we just need to do now is to resolve anywhere you got issues, right? So the first one is that asynchronous. Yeah. So I think this is complaining because it's expecting you to put a tax for your project. Let's try with a tax anyway. So I think this question was asked yesterday. So put your mouse on that line 56. Yeah, put your mouse on it. So yeah, click on that. Yes, click on that one. Okay, make method async, click on that. That would, if you scroll to the top, it would add task. You see line 11, add added task to your and async to your method, right? Yeah, that line, yeah. So now let's run the test. I'm expecting it to fail, but let's see what happens. Okay, cool. Now it fails. We can go and check anyway, and see why it fails. Go to the log, open test log. Okay. And it's saying that, okay, error calling Biden, blah, blah. So giving, yeah, scroll to the right, continue. Yeah. Okay, value cannot be null, right? That is what is saying, right? So if you look at which one is saying cannot be null, base URL cannot be null. Scroll to the left and see the one that is complaining about. See, it said in line 15, create feature, get post, line 7, that's your feature file, right? Is that? No. Click on that red. I think it takes you to the place. So that line 7, okay? Go back to the test log again. Okay, so then it moves forward and okay, all right. Let's run the test in debug mode. Okay, go to your step definition now. Put a breakpoint on line 13. Okay, so can everyone do that as well? So if you are following, just put a breakpoint on line 13. You just click on the gray stripe on the left of your screen. Okay, thanks. Then right click on your test, and instead of saying run, you then select debug. Yeah. So what happens is that your test will stop at that point that you create. Yeah. So it stops now. What you need to do, step over, please. So what you need, we can't hear you. I can lie anyway. So
Yeah, what do you want me to do now?
step over.
Step over.
Yes.
I don't understand that, sir.
Yeah, I thought you were an expert now because all right. So you see at the top of your screen, you see the menu bar, file, edit, right? You see the next layer after that, you have where you have, yeah, those ones. Yeah, those ones. See the arrow, the one pointing, that one. Yeah, the one before it is step into, right? The difference between this, when you are running your code in debug mode, step into actually goes into your code of that particular line. Yeah, he executes that method, goes into that method to step into it, right? Where it stops. But if you say step over, right, it will not go into that method. It will just execute that particular step without having to go into that method, right? So if you now say step out, right, which is the one pointing up, it will leave that particular method and go to the next method he has to be in, right? So those are the three ones that you would be clicking when you are doing the debug. For now, I'm not interested in what happens in line 13, 14, 15, because it doesn't concern me, right? So because of that, I would say step over for me, right? Can you click on that? Yeah. So now it's actually telling me that, oh, this is where it's failing, right? That's, yeah. So what I can do now, I can ask you to stop, right? So stop, click on that, go back to that step definition, right? So, and to be honest, remove everything. I'm not interested in this one, but I think the issue could have been the option, because I think he would be expecting, and yeah, I think that is the issue, to be honest, is the base URL. But let's try to fix it. Let's try to see if we can fix this one. So you see line 18, right? Is it 18 or 17? Yeah, 18. See that endpoint, copy that endpoint. What is inside endpoint? Yeah. With the string. Okay, copy. Yeah, copy everything. Okay. And go and paste it inside this code in line 13. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Paste it there. So I think this is what he's complaining about. If it works, that's fine. If it doesn't work, would remove both lines anyway. So let's now go and run it in debug mode again. Okay, now step over. Okay, brilliant. So it's actually complaining about the endpoint anyway. I don't know why Postman is not intelligent enough to put that in there. I think they missed that. Maybe they might get that in the next level anyway. So next time when you copy this, you know that you need to put that endpoint at that particular place so that this will work anyway. So, but sometimes the option is not necessary anyway. You can remove it. So click on next one, also click step over as well. Okay, brilliant. Then this one now, step over as well. Brilliant. Step over as well. Step over as well. Step over as well. So before you do, oh, sorry, that's fine anyway. So now, you see, if you go to your output level, right? So if you go to the output, you can see at the bottom, yeah, at the bottom, you can see it's putting all your parameters there. You can see if you see the body, that's the parameter that you're passing for the body. If you see the client, that's the parameter. If you expand that client, expand it, yeah. Those are your parameter for the client, which to be honest, for you, it doesn't make any sense. You just leave it like that. So if you scroll down to the request now, expand the request as well. So because we've executed have we done the request? Yeah, we've done the request. So these are everything inside the request. So there should be another one for response now. Yeah, so that is the one that is most particular to us. We want to check what goes inside. Now it's not yet executed because it's showing null, right? So once you now execute it right now, step over for me, please. You can see it would not be, yeah, you cannot expand it now. So these are, you can see it's got content, it's got different things. It's got either to either count, it's got length. You can validate all these things in your code later to say, oh, my content, does it contain something? As you can see, before we run this step, the content, there's no content at all. Nothing is there. You can validate if your response is null. That means nothing happened, right? Because if it's not successful, it will not do anything. If you scroll down on that place, yeah. As you can see, it's got the status code as well as OK. It's got version. It's got yeah. So you can validate all this one. So those are the things that will be in your then clause, right? So now you have your response as well. You can see response.content, right? That is showing the response that is getting out by entering when you post, right? So you can also validate those ones as well to say my content is equal to or contains what you are looking for, just to validate that. So that is one thing that you need to do. Okay, I think we still have some time. So here now, the last part is not, the next part is just console.writeLine. You just kind of print out that one out. You can click on, yeah, can you click on step over as well? Step over. That's it, step over. And maybe click on continue, click on continue. On that line, you see on the left, on the line that you are picking step over, there's continue on the left. On the left. Left. Yeah, continue. Continue will just say, I'm not bothered, continue the rest of the code. That's what it means. So you can see your test actually passed with the code. Can you run it without the bug now? Run it normally, yeah. Okay, that means it passed. So I'll pause here, and because now what we now have to do later is to now fine tune this, because what we just did, we put all our code in a given, even the one that's supposed to be in a when, we don't have it then. Even at in a place that I worked before, I saw someone that only got given and a then. Maybe that's also is okay. If you have to do that, we just have to do a then and validate our code to ensure that our response is we are getting something from the response. That's all we need to do. So, but now we've got the given, but we know it works anyway. So we can validate it, right? So for us to validate, maybe we should just do the validation as well in the given clause before we start to separate it actually. So that is what we'll just do first. So because separation of them into different parts, it's got some concept of object-oriented programming, right? We can't just dismantle them and say, okay, this goes there, because yeah, you want to reuse some part of the code, right? Because yeah, so that's, it takes a bit of knowledge. But right now, let's put everything in the given clause, and let's also put assertion in there. Then after that, we now tear everything apart. Yeah. For those guys that are a bit technical, you know what to do. I think this is where you can decide to go actually, right? Because now your code works, everything is fine. So let's go to the step definition and put an assertion, right? So go to at the end of line 57, right? So press enter again. So I'm not sure, do you have Flint assertion? Let's try it. Response dot type response dot content. Click on that. Yeah. Okay. Then I think you can also say dot should. Yeah, I think, yeah. I think we can say dot be true, open, yeah, contain, no. Yeah, I think that's also is fine. Put something inside. What name did you add? Yeah. On the name of the pet, do you get? So you have to put, the name of the pet.
The category name or the name of the
anything that you think that
You use dot and copy.
okay, but you need to put it in a quote, right? Put semicolon at the end, yeah, of course. Okay, so now the should is complaining because you need to use a using, I think. Okay, that's not playing ball for you, right? I think the should you have open and close brackets, isn't it? You hear me? Yeah.
Is this point where I have the break? So should I remove the break and type?
What break?
Yeah, where we separated it. Maybe I should, let me just check from yesterday.
Yeah, but what we are doing is different from what we did yesterday. If you,
I think it's continuation.
yeah, but yesterday we did the get, but this time around we're doing the post, right?
Okay.
The one that you did yesterday hasn't got a body, but this one got body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, now we've added assertion to this one now, right? So which is we are also only saying contains, right? We also can also do the response status as well, right? If you go to line 69, 59 and press enter as well, and now say response dot, I think there should response dot. So if you scroll down, you can see we validated the content. We can as well validate that the content, it contains something, because the content length, don't scroll up for me. You can see the content length. If there's nothing, if it doesn't return anything, of course, the length will be 0. We can also do that as well, depending on what you want. This is where you now, okay, what do I want to do? Right. You can also validate the type to say or does it return a string? Does it return something or image or anything that it returns? Do you get it now? But one thing I want to validate is the status code, right? So you can click on that, on the status code, right? So you can do the same thing, dot should. Think instead of contains now, we'll use dot. If you put at the end dot, no, not inside, at the end dot, think equal should or should be, I think is, if you go B, I think there should be B or equals. Can you type B? Yeah, B, okay. Then open brackets, put quote 200 in quotes, 200 in quotes. Okay, and semicolon. Okay, why is that? Oh, should be true, I think that's well. Okay, instead of B, can you put equals? Maybe that, okay. Okay, can you run it now? Okay. Maybe I should have asked you to create a new framework from scratch, to be honest. Yeah, go to the test log. Yeah. Let's see why it failed. Say expected content, scroll to the right. And to contain puppy, but doesn't contain puppy. Okay, scroll to the left, please.
Maybe the name has changed again.
No. Can you see your puppy is capital P, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Can you see the name is Poppy, is capital P? You need to go and check, which I think for, yeah. So now you know that your test is working anyway because it failed because of the P. When you go and change it now to capital P, then probably will pass there actually. But in some cases, as an automation tester, you might deliberately fail your test, right? Like that, to ensure that, yeah, is it actually working? Because some people might write a test that forever is passing, it will not fail. So you want to ensure that your test actually failed, right? Then you will now correct it to ensure it passes. So now it also failed, right? So let's check why it failed. Did you mean B? So exactly. So I think, where was he? Let's change it. I thought change that equals to B. Let's see. So why? Can you put your mouse on it anyway? Oh, okay. No. Put your mouse on that. Let's see. Cannot convert. Okay, I think it's complaining about the status code actually. Okay, all right. So what we could do on the status code, right? Out the status code dot. No, before, yeah, put dot and say to string. Type T to string, yeah. Then open brackets, close it, and put dots at the end. With this one, I'm saying that because it's saying that, yeah, that status code is not a string. So yeah, we are trying to say, okay, can you convert it to a string, then compare it with 200? All right. Let's try this and run it and see if this. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. So it's basically kind of bringing an okay. So I think another thing that we can do, yeah. So we can check this one, which I think is fine as well. Go back, instead of the 200, you can put okay there. So we'll see search for the 200, we'll see validate the 200 as well. So instead of that, put okay and run it, yeah. Okay, all right, brilliant. So now we are using okay, but I still want us to use status code 200. For us to do that, at the end of that, we can, yeah, press enter and go to the next line. So we want to use the 200. What we need to do, we need to now convert it, right? So if you do var code is equal to lowercase v code space code is equal to space equals equals sign. Okay, space, open bracket. We want to convert that, inside the int. I think, yeah, just press tab. Yeah, exactly. It's already kind of, yeah, thinking this is what you are about to write, and it's already written it for you. So that's exactly what I wanted to write anyway. So what this is doing right now is basically converting the status code to an integer. So that's what is doing for us. So press enter there, and we can now validate the status code to be equal to 200. I want to give that as a challenge to see who knows what to do. I want to validate, I want to assert that that code equals to 200. Akola, you can call a friend if you can see the content doesn't contain 200. That's what it's telling you. Anyone that kind of want to guess? That was a nice try anyway. Okay, Restford said it should be B. That's close anyway. There's something that is doing wrong, right? You're not using what I did on line 61. So let me give you that insight. You need to take a cue from 61, line 61. No, you're not declaring anything. You need to use that. You need to use what I've done, right? Okay, nice try. No. No, that's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. At least no one is helping you out. Everyone is, you are the expert here then. Anyone?
I think you declared your variable, so you need to use that variable that you declared. You put code.
Okay,
and
thank
stored it in a variable, so you need to use that.
Thank you, Chika. So, yeah, you need to use the same way you are doing on line 62, right? You are only using a different variable, right? You are using response.content instead of using the code, right? Do you get?
No.
The code is one that you want to validate, not the response content now. So the same way you say response content dot should, you would also say code should blah blah. Yeah. So now it's not going to be contained because it's a number. Do you get it now? So now you need to borrow from Restford, right?
Very much.
Oh, maybe that might also work anyway. So, but of course now it's not going to be not 200 width. So
try equals.
Yes.
Okay, all right, let's see. So let's see what is the issue.
Because it's not part of create assertion. So we are using B.
Okay. So it's not going to be in quote, right? Can you remove the quote? So put B there and remove the quote. Yeah. Because it's not a string, it's a number, it's an integer, as you can see on line 61. Okay. All right. I think we only have 5 more minutes, actually. I don't know whether we will have another time to do this, but this is just giving you insight on how to do this. The rest, you might now need to separate them, right? To say, okay, line 59 to 62 will go into your then clause, right? Like I said, I've seen someone that would kind of have the giving and a then, right? So if you have to do that quickly, I would say just go to your feature file, right? And put a then clause. You can say then the response is executed successfully, or yeah, something like that, yeah. Or the request rather. the request is executed successfully. Success is SUCC. ESS. As another S. Yeah, I know sometimes having to sit where you are sitting is not difficult. You get everything wrong. Actually, it's like, yeah, I can feel your pain anyway. So, all right. So now right click and then, yeah, copy define the step and copy it and go and put it in your step definition. Put it at the end of the step definition. Yeah.
Is it this one? I don't think. Okay.
Yeah, you always put at the end of you put it at the end of your method, right? Normally, okay. Yeah, because when I do this, I ask people to put it at the top because it's easy for people that are starting. After your class, you put the one that you copied. After your class, put it at the top. Paste it at the top. That one is easier than bottom.
Yeah.
At the top, after your class, inside your class. Yes. Enter. Yeah. Paste what you copied. Yeah. So this one is a bit easier, right? Because you know that you cannot miss it at the top. After the class, then the next brace, you paste it there. So every time you copy, you do that every time like that. It's easier. But once you know what to do, you can paste it anywhere, right? So some people might want to say, I
think is this step definition I'm supposed to paste it?
Yes, you want to copy that line 61, 59 to 61. Copy that. Or cut it out anyway. Okay, and replace that with line 14. Okay, so it's going to complain, right? This I said, it's not like you just cannot splash it. It's going to complain because it's complaining now because it cannot find the response, right? Because the response is not declared here, right? So you need to do a bit of, restructuring right now. You are calling a response that it doesn't know in this particular class because your response is declared in a different class. Okay, it's declared in a different class. So if you go back to that particular class, to where you copied it from, yeah. So this one, right? No, I think it's not even it's declared in the same class. Is that right? But that's not even the issue anyway. So because right now, if you go to the top, your response, sorry, it's at the bottom. Your response is there on line 56. On 56, right? So you want to declare this at the top so that it's visible for everyone to see, right? Can you copy what you have on line 56, but not everything, response, up to that point. Copy that, right? And then what you can do, right, is you can paste it in your base test, right? Go to your base test. At the top of your base test, where you have the driver, after that driver, you want to do the same thing, public, static. Okay, but you want to put public and static at the beginning. Yeah. And put colon at the end, semicolon at the end. Yeah. So here now, we are not declaring it to be global, right? With this being global, we can call it in different places, right? So if you go back to where you copied it from, Okay. So now instead of here now, you will now say base test dot response is equal to that. Okay. Base test.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Instead of response that, yeah. Instead of that, yeah. Just say base test, capital B. As you wrote your capital B, capital T. Dot. No, remove it. I think why is it not coming out? Dot. Okay. First, remove the response. Response first. We don't need it anyway. So now press it again. I don't know why it's not bringing that. Okay, maybe it's using, right? Click on that one. Yeah. Okay, click on, yeah, add the using. Okay, now put the dot back again. Remove the dot and put it back. Okay, cool. And yeah, click on the response. Okay, I think even we can even do that. Copy that. Sorry.
You can bring it now, bring those first.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's okay, right? It's okay. So now you can remove the rest. We don't need that because it's already in the other part, right? Just comment the other one. No, line 58 down. Comment them out down to the last part. Yes, comment them out. Yeah. And go back to copy what you have on line 57, paste test response. Yeah, only that one, copy that and go to your then clause. So that's what you need to use in the then clause. Okay, so now you just, instead of response here, just say, yeah, maybe put base test at the beginning of everything. Yeah. You would not be base test does, yeah. Maybe just copy what you've, yeah, dot. Yeah, paste it. Yeah. And that one as well. Line 18, yeah. Yeah, that's it. So that is it now for this one. So you've kind of separated it now. So I know it can be a bit confusing for some people, right? So maybe when we have time, we can do this later. Anyway, for those guys that want to pick this up, actually. So one thing I want to say, you don't need to know API for you to get job, right? That is very, very important. So even if this is it's confusing to you, you don't need to even, most especially, know API testing for you to get jobs. Some people are getting job with manual testing. So even for you to, if you already know automation, that also is another value added to yourself. If you know a bit of the manual testing, you can do Postman, you can do the Swagger, and then you can, yeah, do this one, yeah, a bit. That also is a good thing. So, and yeah, so this is you now being able to separate it into giving and a then. If you want to now go forward to say, okay, I want to split it into a when clause. So what you just need to do, right, go back to the giving clause. Yeah. You can save this one anyway. So let's go back to your step definition. Yeah. So now the giving clause now, if you scroll to the top, right? So what we could not do now, anything, yeah. So all these are giving, and also, so if you scroll down, we want to Scroll down. Yeah. So we can now put this particular one, 17, 67, and 60, 66, 66, and 67. So those one can be in our, yeah, if you copy that, I think we can quickly do that as well, to be honest. So, but for you to do that, you need to do the same thing that we did as well, because the request is in a different place, right? So, and the body also is in different place as well. So it's going to be a bit kind of, yeah, difficult now. So if you scroll to the top, let's see. Yeah. To be honest, I really don't want to confuse a lot of people, but maybe we'll do this one later for those guys that still want to forge ahead with this one. So, but I would take a pause on this one, to be honest. So for those guys that, so I will see, we might have another session if I have time, but so maybe after the graduation, we'll go ahead. Or for those guys that are in the advance, of course, you will still be able to catch up on this one and we'll continue from there. But one thing that we've been able to do now, we've been able to kind of create our feature file, and we've kind of create our step definition, right? Based on the feature file, we've copied the code from Postman, right? After we copied the code from Postman, we've kind of put that in our feature file, and we've used a given and a then, right? But our when clause that we could have separated is also within the given anyway. So, but we got a given, I have an endpoint, we'll put the endpoint, we'll do everything. We not have a then clause that actually asserts what the responses we get. So that's what we've done. And also we've kind of looked at Swagger as well. We did a brief of testing from Swagger, and we got our documentation from Swagger. So that is what we've done right now. Quickly, before we go, any question? Thank you so much, Akinola. So you've been very good with helping us today. Okay, all right, that's good. We got some questions. Olamide. Oh, Olumide, sorry.
Thank you very much, Akinola. I'm just wondering, if you look at the feature file, what comes, the order of the feature file is given then. But we'll now go to the step definition. The then is coming before the given. I don't know if it.
All right, cool.
I really don't know why we have to do that.
Yeah, that is a good question. That's a good question. The order doesn't matter, to be honest. Yeah. When I teach this, I normally look for the order that is not confusing. Yeah. In the given, in your step definition, you can start with your then, it doesn't matter, to be honest. But when you are copying, it's easy to copy and paste at the top, right? That's why. So if you copy and you paste it at the top, I can actually say paste it after the class. When you have public class, the next brace, press enter and paste whatever in there. No matter, even if it's a when that you pasted there, if it's a given that you pasted, it will work. The ordering on the step definition doesn't matter. Yeah. Does that answer your question, Olumide?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Because even in your feature file, no matter where you put it, if you right click on your feature file and say go to step definition, it will locate that particular step definition, no matter where it is, whether it's at the bottom or at the end, it will locate it. That's the same way it's going to do when it's running the code anyway. Yeah. Okay. Rexford.
Yeah, hi Deji. I just wanted to know, so if for instance you are creating a a get and a post and a put delete, do you have to create a folder structure for it, or can you just mix it up?
That is that's one of the questions that someone asked me yesterday that I was mentoring. Yeah, you don't need for that one, you don't need to create a folder structure for it, right? Because you can just say, you can put that in your step definition, right? And then write your code to say if it's a get, if it's a post, then use this, right? And then also, if it's a post, then you can get your body, right? So it's and the answer is not in folder structure. The answer is in the structure of your code as well. Do you get it now? So,
Yeah.
so that you can say, if my method is a post, do this. If my method is a get, do this. Anyway, that is one. I know some people, if you want to go to the lazy approach, right, you put it in your feature step, giving I get the blah, blah. So with that, you create your step definition, you put your step there, and that's it. Giving I post, and yeah. So instantly you put that particular post or the method inside your step, right? With that, it's easy, right? You just put your step definition at the back of that anyway.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah. Any other question, please? Okay, all right, cool. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Akola, as well. So it's really, really good to have that. But I will let you know if I would have another session. But of course, like I said, those guys in the advanced, of course, this is going to work. Okay, all right. I think there's another message coming through. 1 minute. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. I think that's us then. So if you're in the advance, please don't worry. We will still do this again. Maybe, yeah. I might also call one of you guys to kind of start afresh as well. So that you can get the time to familiarize yourself with it anyway. So yeah, thank you for the time. Hopefully I will see you guys. I think we're still having another session on Saturday. So I'll see you on Sunday, rather. I'll see you guys on Sunday. There's an introductory session for those guys that are starting the next internship. We're starting in May 8th, but I'm doing an introduction section on Sunday for anyone that you want to kind of bring onto the program. You can tell them, or at least within 2 weeks, the application is open. I think a lot of people already registered now. I know one of the questions they will be asking, when is it closing? Unfortunately, yeah, is by number anyway. So, but hopefully by first week of May, we might still have it open if we don't have the number. But if we do have the number that we're looking for, so that will be it anyway. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.